Why should we be in such desperate haste to succeed?
Come in here like professionals this time.
We learning, baby. Look at it.
We got it
the
right.
whole ass transition. It said, "Woo." It went like this.
Damn.
Woo. Hey, I'm just happy to be here, man.
Look at us doing that shit right.
UnEmplortant, baby.
UnEmplortant.
We here with y'all Thursday. You can play that little jingle jam. You can play that. It's UnEmplortant. We here.
Bring it in with that Big Vern action.
So we live with FrankMankLoc. Tell him who you is. Producer. Executive producer of my shit.
Your favorite neighbor.
You know what I'm saying?
FrankMankLoc in the building.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And we got somebody back there on the cameras now. We got a camera board. Hit the little button. Watch this. Boom.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at this. Oh, we on bullshit. We on bullshit. All right, yo. So, yeah, shout out to the board dad, man. Talk to him for a second.
Yeah.
Tell him you exist.
I'm as well just happy to be here.
Yo. I ain't gonna lie. Look, you can see the little audio up there and shit. I'm nerding out. Okay, what's up,
Camera
y'all?
angles is hidden.
Yeah, it's just different. What's
I'm
good,
so
y'all?
glad I found that lotion that was in my car because my legs is just on full display.
I ain't
You
gonna
got me looking at my knuckles and shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You know,
I didn't even know I had it in there. It's clutch.
yo, we had somebody here and they said, "Yo, you got some lotion." And Frank got them together, man. You know what I'm saying? He had that shit. He had that shit ready to go, man. He wasn't gonna go live. You know? So what's good, y'all? It's UnEmplortant.
What's
See the
good?
logo right there? How y'all doing?
I'm straight.
Blessed. Still here.
Yo, can you slide it up so we can see the comments?
Yeah.
So, okay. Oh yes, it's the chess player.
Yeah. Chess boxing.
Yeah, yo, I told you about chess boxing, right?
Yeah.
Like you box for 3 minutes and then play chess for 3 minutes. Then box for 3 minutes. That shit crazy.
I feel like he'd be good at that. Just not knowing you just on some size of the
You
nigga
probably
up
right.
shit.
You probably right. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Yeah.
ain't played chess in a long time.
You
but,
probably
you
right.
know,
But honestly,
That
if
sound
you,
like fun.
Hey,
if
you
you
do
sock
good
him
enough
up,
in the boxing, you don't have to.
exactly what I was about to say, bro. That's what I'm about to say. If you sock him up good enough,
I feel like this would be the championship match of that. After a whole lot of other motherfuckers got wrecked, I feel like we would work.
I need checker boxing.
Man,
I need checker boxing or like Monopoly boxing.
that'll be hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like I need a game that I can't play
See,
chess.
now we
I
getting
ain't
into
smart enough.
now
for
we
chess.
getting into games of luck again. You know my
I
policy
don't
on
believe
games
in
of
luck.
luck.
I don't believe in luck anyway. So what's going on, fellas?
It's so funny because the topic that you bring up every day kind of happened to me over the weekend,
What'd I do?
and I
What'd I
laughed.
do?
We were, how we talked about in episode 72 or whatever about having hoe friends and how hoes make
Whores.
better friends.
Whores come up all the time.
So I'm an insomniac,
Yeah.
and I was randomly awake at like 4:37 in the morning.
For sure.
And one of my whore friends hit me up, and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, not sleeping like normal. What are
But
you
like,
doing?"
what are you doing at this time? Like, I know you're not sleeping, but what is you just watching TV or something? What is you doing?
I'm just scrolling my
Paint the
phone,
picture. Oh,
and
so
her
you
shit,
just
and her
chilling.
shit popped up,
Gotcha.
and I was like, whatever. What are you doing? And she went on to tell me how she was just climbing off of her fourth dick of the day, and how she made the last guy.
We need clarity, man.
How she made the last. How she worked on the fucking campaign
Look,
today.
man.
Ain't that more fun?
Definitely entertaining.
I love my whore friends.
I
man.
don't have the
I
right.
love them.
I don't have the right female friends.
I thought about you.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, but
At what point of the conversation
Nah.
did you think?
nah.
When she was, before it got fun. Before she started sending me videos of her escapades the other day.
So
at no point was I thinking about you and touching my dick. Like, let me just be completely clear.
look, man. I do fuck with you, Paul. So
But
hey,
I'm just saying, whores
you
are
should have
fun.
hit the bump dump.
hey, big shout out to the whore friend.
Yeah.
And also,
Keeping
I'm
me
gonna
entertained.
big shout out to not being gay. So you can say that too. Like, I'm allowed to. That's cool, right? Like, is that okay?
Hey, you said it, not me, bro.
So, I can't believe that's almost a wild thing to say. But then I also add, I've been celibate for a long time. So does that save me? I'm pretty sure it was okay to say.
Are you sure you're not gay if you've been celibate? There's a conversation. Do you have to recertify after a certain amount of time?
Hilarious. See, that was funny. Why do we have to feel like that wasn't funny?
It was funny.
It was fucking funny.
You may have to recertify. You're a blank slate now.
So I literally feel like I'm like about to be arrested now or something.
I don't know.
How does this work? And when you say something you're not supposed to.
I'm not sure.
I think.
I guess we're gonna find out, huh?
I think you're all right.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
We're definitely all right. I'm poor.
Yeah.
There's nothing that anybody can do to me. I'm poor and I gets no bitches.
Hey, that was always.
They probably like, you should be gay, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
That's how I
I'm
always
pretty
felt.
sure I'm allowed to be like.
That's why
say
I never
that.
worried about sample clearance, because like, dude, I have nothing. Like, if I get,
Yo,
if I
for
do
sure,
something
this-
big enough for somebody to sue me for sample clearance, I've already won. Go ahead and sue me. Like,
Exactly. So
yeah, it's fine.
I hope so. Doesn't feel fine. I feel like I'm in trouble.
You might be. That is
Okay.
one group of people you don't want to rustle up.
What group of people? What did I? You know what? It's all good, man. Look, this is what I'm gonna tell you,
That's
man.
why you on your own couch.
I done helped a
over
lot.
there.
I done helped a lot of people along my journey, and some of them were probably different than me,
Sure.
and I still help them
Absolutely.
in real life. So I feel like I have to rebound. Like, no, but in like real life, I'm outside, and if anybody needs any help, obviously mental health issues, we done told y'all could slide here, y'all could chill, you're comfortable here. We about to have a lounge. I meant every word of that shit, and I'm still gonna make jokes. I get to joke about fat people too.
Yep.
So tomorrow, fuck y'all. Not y'all. I mean all y'all. Whoever's gonna be like, so yeah, we live. What's up?
I hope nobody.
I don't give a
is like
fuck.
that. And we got no eyeballs in here, man.
Perfect. What is we talking about then?
Fuck
I'm
'em.
ready to go. This
Well,
is
fuck
how
'em then.
we podding, man. What is
Fuck
we
'em.
doing? We podding. What's up?
What y'all want to talk about tonight?
Whores.
Since we
Apparently.
see, I already gave the whore lead in.
No, yeah.
Oh, should we?
If that's where the conversation starts, where did it go?
Should we pay the bills real quick? Should we
sponsor
shout out
today.
our sponsor?
I think we
shout
should. Let's bring it in with a nice round of applause. Let them know it's all.
Yeah.
You gotta set the scene.
Episode 341 of UnEmplortant is brought to you by Nudicles. Nudicles are actually.
Have you ever felt like your neutered pet was not man enough? Have you ever felt like your pet that lost its balls lost its way? Because if you have,
Do you feel like old Fido doesn't feel the same in front of the bitches ever since he got his balls clipped?
and now he just lays down all the time?
Go to nudicles.com. You
'Cause
can
guess what?
get Fido prosthetic balls
And they will insert them for you,
for a very nominal fee.
like $600.
That's the deluxe shit. You can get him the
You can
cheap
get
ratchet
deluxe
shit
balls
for
for your
$189,
pet.
bruh. Put in and everything.
Look, I just want to to dumb this down. You can get fake nuts for your animal whose nuts you had
We'll
removed.
beat that.
Shout out to
How do you beat that?
Noodles.
Tell them Unimportant sent you.
shout out.
All jokes aside, why is that a thing though? He came in here, but when we was off cam and brought it up and then looked it up and it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, who spends the money on that?
Listen,
Because like you got to pay to have your pet neutered, right?
Here's
So
what-
you pay
here's what I left
$300 to have them removed, and then pay $600 to have the fake ones put in. They probably got Bluetooth and shit.
hey, what's in your head? You probably got some random figure on businesses that close quickly. Like, ain't the percentages like 60
It's high.
or
It's super
70?
high. Probably high.
They've been in
At
business
least.
since 1995.
That's
Ray.
what I'm saying, bro. Because
Fake
think
dog
about what
nuts
you could
since
do,
95.
Bro, imagine you put
Too
little
much
driving.
money out there.
put little Bluetooth speakers in there.
Too much money out there.
See?
Now when your dog come by,
Yeah.
you can play a little beat. You could like be
You're
like,
gonna
yo,
go on a list.
come
I
here,
want 'em to-
Fido.
that you
I
can't
want him to
connect to your
vibrate on a
dog
remote.
balls.
Call my boy down. Yeah, let him, you know.
I'm saying you could probably put like a little Alexa in there.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
At least like a
And just
vibrating
be
feature,
like,
right?
like asking directions or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, think outside the box.
I think it would be hilarious
Said
if
boardwalk
they
the
were
dog.
magnetic.
yeah,
Just
right?
randomly get clinked to things.
Your dog
You
would
just
be
put your dog
stuck
to the fridge?
manholes.
Just hung
No,
there.
I just want him to randomly get magnetized to shit while he's on his daily journey.
Yo, just think about the
like his
sound on the
nuts are
ground.
stuck to the fence
Ting,
pole.
ting, 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 ting. Like, think about that shit.
This is a
Yo,
new low. We
hold
spent 5 minutes
hold
on dog nuts.
You know that shit you see on stupid rich people's desks that go bling, bling, bling and never stop?
Oh,
That's
the
what it is.
pendulum
Nuts
thing?
just gonna
Yeah.
go like this and never stop because of momentum from the ball bearings you just put in there.
No animals were harmed in the making.
Yo, shout out to Nudicles, man.
Cannot verify that.
Shout out to Nudicles, man. But this is why. This is also why we're separating ourselves from other podcasts.
We're gonna have to like
because we really podding here, baby.
we're gonna have to like review Shakespeare
man.
to swing it back and counterbalance what we've just done here.
Nah, it's all cool because we can
Where's
just
the noodles?
we can just switch. Hey man, noodles, man.
That bar of Beethoven was brought to you by Noodles.com. Thank you. If you
Please
need
go.
any sort of
How are y'all's
discounts-
nuts sitting? Like, do y'all want?
Don't ever-
Do
tell
you
you
want
what.
noodles?
Yo, he was making eye
If
contact
I
with you
ever
when he asked you that
lost-
shit.
If I ever lost a nut, you goddamn right I'm going.
Shout out to the homies. Shout out to the homies whose nuts dropped mad late though.
Right.
Like I just knew, like I know people who's like they came down late.
See,
That happened. I'm saying.
Walked off
I
the
remember
first.
somebody specifically who's going to see
supposed
this
to
and be like,
jump.
"Yo, that's some bullshit, son."
We're at an
He was
age-
talking about that shit,
We're at
but
an
his
age
shit ain't
now.
dropped till he was like 16.
some of the homies' balls are probably still dropping farther than they like right
Yeah,
now.
they probably. Some of the homies probably need nudicles. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
A sack
They wife
tuck.
said, "Hold on, you need to go get some ball bearings. At least you have some Bluetooth speakers
And if they ain't
little
magnetized,
thumpers."
don't fucking talk to me.
I ain't gonna lie, you could get ones with little cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
For the-
God!
for
How
the
about a light
OnlyFans
like
and
the
shit?
side of your fucking chair, like
Bro, go crazy.
LED shit.
Go crazy.
With,
Go crazy.
Maybe that would like flash to the beat like Equalizer.
You're gonna
when it's around music. Strobe lights.
Good times, man. Good times, man. Unemployed, episode 3000.
Just talking about
Yeah.
dog balls and got.
But it got weird and quiet, like it's about to right now when I brought it up again. Watch this.
Nope, it's not gonna be quiet this time. You know.
Yeah, no, good times, man. I just wanted to appreciate. You know what? Let's go. Move along.
We're gonna
Because
appreciate.
listen, hold on.
How about
hold
the
on.
Lakers?
Let me tell you
Noodles.
something, man. I'm pro human experience, just so we're clear.
Good.
Everybody is having their own human experience, and I'm 1,000% aware of that. And some of them are hilarious. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
So if you a funny motherfucker that get laughed at, that's your journey.
Right.
Bars.
I'm just saying, man.
You don't have to keep, doing
No,
doing
all
patchwork.
jokes aside.
Let's go. Let's
Speaking
go.
of rappers, conversation going on about rapping over your vocals and what makes a real MC. First, there's lots of things, but so what makes you a real MC? If there's rappers who are gonna watch this,
There's
what makes somebody? Because that's the conversation, right? You're not a real MC if you rap over your vocals, because you should be rapping.
so are we defining what a real MC is, or are we zeroed in on this issue? Because there's a lot of things that
So,
define what a real MC is.
are people? We could pull up the comments. People are definitely saying you're not a real MC. We all saw it. They're definitely saying you're not a real MC if you rap over your vocals. I could pull up the post.
All right. Well, listen, in the live performance sector of being an MC, like, because there's many other things that go into we're talking about a live performance element.
Yep.
I'm not gonna sit here and call nobody no fake MC or nothing, but if you want to claim that 300 after you bowled on bumpers, that's up to you. But that's how I look at it.
So, and there's no leeway. So there's no, sometimes, sometimes you can't get a set CD. Well, I'm 1,000 years old. Can't get a set show ready, on your flash drive or whatever. There's lots of reasons sometimes I also think motherfuckers rap over their shit because that's the only version that they have or something. What about that?
Why would you not have a performance version though? That's wild to me.
Yeah, I mean, I just assume
Like
it's
at
possible,
one
but
point,
you're probably right.
one point you had the instrumental to write the song and to rap over it. Why do you not still have it?
So what do you think? Because you perform more than both of us. So
I do both.
that's what I'm saying. I know that. So that's what I mean. Because sometimes it's out of convenience, I would think.
And then I do harmonies too with a lot of shit. So sometimes I like my background.
And I'll put my foot in right there and just say that if you are gonna have a background vocal track, I respect you because you're performing stuff.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, this is the thing.
It's different than just
Like when
a
you're-
raw track. All your raw tracks, your lyrics are all the way up, and I can't even when I'm watching, I can't even hear you. I just hear the track.
Yeah.
Yo, Temp, what's good, yo?
Like there's
Shout out to you, man.
there's a difference between having some subtle backing tracks, like maybe to a part of the song that cannot be performed live because it's an overlap with something else or something like that. That's different than basically just playing your track and rapping over it. You know what I mean? Backing tracks can be like strategic and lightly placed through some shit, but like if you're just tracing you rapping over you, like that's wild to me. Like And it doesn't sound good live. You know what I'm saying? It makes it more muddled and harder to decipher.
I do think that's true sometimes. I do think it makes it sound worse sometimes, for sure.
Yeah.
And I could understand that too. Like, okay, you're a newer artist. Yeah, you're trying to figure it out, and maybe you don't, and maybe performing is new to you, right?
Yeah.
So you're just trying to get out there, and you want, you know what I mean? You're not ready, but mentally you are.
Yeah.
You want to be out there, but you know what I mean? That's what happened. What happened to OGs? You know what I mean? Like, you had an OG. OG's like, go, bro. You got this coming up. Why is your shit not ready?
Like,
why are you going in there with just all full tracks?
I've got a song called Boots, and Big Vern is on the hook. So like when I go perform Boots, I just let Vern's hook rock because it's not even me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't ever do like any backing tracks of my verse ever. There might be a creative hook that's got multiple parts, and you physically cannot perform it out of one mouth at one time. Maybe I'll leave some backing tracks on something like that, but you'll never hear backing tracks during like the verse sections of my joints. Like never.
Punch-ins or nothing.
No, none of that. Like no ad libs. You're not gonna hear anything.
But so what about the fact that a lot of the newer music is heavily synthesized? That is just a fact. So, but that shouldn't be a knock on them. If they're not going to be able to perform that sound, you know what I mean? How many bands definitely had to do shows where they just couldn't sing? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's a little different when it's more performative. And I think they would say there's a little more to their sauce. You know what I'm saying? With all the melodies and all the kind of, just to be fair, speaking for the newer generation of artists, their music is much more sound effect heavy. So I don't know if they can present that sound at a show, right? So is there something to that or no?
No, I don't think you're wrong there.
And on that side too, not trying to be judgmental, right? I'm just saying, what doesn't sound well at a show? And what doesn't sound well is you mediocrely rapping your song over your perfectly manicured, professionally done.
Because it's never going to
Studio
match.
cut.
And
No.
now you're creating two simultaneous sound waves that everyone's hearing. They're both coming through the speakers.
Yep.
So there's another level of distortion now.
Yeah.
It just gets muddier and muddier
Yeah.
the more. And I feel like you've robbed the intimacy away from your performance.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a
Boy,
fact.
when there's one motherfucker up there and just a beat, or even before he's gotten to just a motherfucker a cappella rocking, and you can tell they're locked in, and you looking at them, watching them do their thing. There's some hair stand up on the back of your neck type of shit that come with that, man.
Yeah.
And I
It's a
think
real
I think
talent.
you steal that when you spit over heavy vocals. Like I said, spot here, spot there, a part that can't be performed naturally, whatever. But like, man, you're really robbing some greatness out of your performance when you just rapping over the whole song. Like,
I feel like there's a lot of current
I would show
fans that would
like,
just say they don't feel that.
It just
I'm just
sometimes
saying.
it still sound good.
I think
'cause
we might
do
be a
it
little
both ways.
disconnected.
Yeah.
I think we might be a little
But I
disconnected.
don't have a lot of effects on my music either, though.
I
Easier to
don't.
blend.
I don't assume everything is mediocre rapping by any means. So I guess I feel like there's something to it. I don't think all these young artists and rappers are stupid. So
No.
obviously there's something to it. It's working for them in some scenarios.
I think we had.
It has to.
I think we had a great example. Me and you experienced it together.
At Lefties,
Yeah, I forget homie's name that was spitting
I
that
don't.
we were watching, but the song you could tell was dope. You could tell he knew how to spit. He was performing well, but the backing track was there, and it was a distraction, and he didn't need it at all. He had command.
No,
he had command of his song. He had command of his performance. He didn't need that track at all, and all it did was muddy up and steal the intimacy.
No, for sure.
Because it would have been my favorite thing of the night if that wasn't there. Because he knows how to fucking rap.
I just
Like-
don't assume that every scenario is because that's what they wanted. Sometimes maybe it's not being prepared.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I think there's some of that sometimes. Not saying it's an out, but
It's a safety
not
net.
everybody's going to have a show set ready to go.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So
It kind of acts as a safety net because you're free to not really know your shit. and
Well,
get,
that's
and
the
get
other
lost.
thing. We can.
You're free to get lost.
We can address that as
And
well.
I'm not saying everyone who does it comes unprepared, but I'm saying you don't have to prepare if you're bringing a backing track of your whole entire verse, you know?
Well, and that's the thing. The other thing is some people can't get through their shit,
Yeah.
right? They just don't have the stamina to get through their shit. So when they stop for a minute, the shit is still
Pick it back
going.
up, yeah.
You see that a lot. You'll see, you know, and then
Yeah.
go back to it. Obviously, there's no room for error, which is the point of what you're saying.
Yeah.
A rapper who really gets busy doesn't want any room for error. He just wants to get busy. You know, it's almost like playing the
You
dangerous
want to be
game.
up there on the high wire with no net.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Are we
But-
blending the line here between a lyricist and
100%.
a musician?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of nuances to this conversation
Like,
for sure.
Because I feel like a musician, somebody who prides themselves, you know, just on the music side, you know, and they could be the voice too, you know. I don't want to say they're not, whatever it may be. Puts a little bit more thought into the recording process for the live process.
Yeah.
Right? So
I would say that.
your mind is, you know, I want to be able to perform this well. I want
Yeah.
this is, you know, and then somebody that just wants to put together a track and they want that track to sound a certain way, and then that may not be realistic for a live performance setting like we were speaking about. Where does the line blend, you know?
I don't know, because I feel like lyricists also have to manage that. Because one thing that can happen to you is you can outright your breath.
Oh yeah.
You can definitely outright your breath. And you can hear, especially when people are double timing, you can hear some people, even M, who I think is the greatest, you can hear where M is punching on some of these long, amazing double time runs. Because you know what's possible as a human.
Like, you have to take a breath somewhere.
And even if you say, okay, it has superior breath control to me, and you take it up a notch, you still know there's a point, like, bro, you're not getting off 16 bars of double time without a breath. It's not possible to not breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you ain't inward breathing, rapping.
Yeah.
That shit.
So, I mean,
Is this where the hype man is missing? Because obviously rap used to have a hype man. When we did all that rapping, you had somebody who was filling out your shit with you.
sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Busta Rhymes is able to get through that shit, right? Because
Yeah.
Spliff Star is right there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot these days nobody has a hype man. You know what I'm saying? So
But-
that's another factor.
Like
you know?
me during all my time going on stage, I had a hype man maybe 25% of the time. I mean,
But I mean, it just doesn't exist to this
No,
generation.
no,
so
I
that's
get
not
it.
even a thing.
Well, I saw somebody compare the two today, that hype man and backing vocals do the same thing. I don't think they
Nah,
really
hype man
serve the
brings
same
something to the
purpose.
table.
Yeah,
he might do something.
He's not just
he's playing with some
just
shit. Pause.
someone to keep you on the, you know, keep you in your lyrics and keep you on the beat. It's more than that. He's like you said, he's
Yeah.
bringing something to the table.
100%.
If you perform with somebody, a lot of times they'll, you know what I'm saying, hype your verse up.
Right,
For sure, for
right.
sure.
And that's,
well, yeah,
and that's
you
dope when
guys
that
work
happens.
together. So like you and Pook work together for sure. You know what I'm saying? But
It's like a Method Man, Red Man.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
they're integral.
for sure. But we're speaking like we mentioned a lot about Lefty, so we can talk about shows at Lefty's. Obviously,
Me and Gadima hype each other a lot, but that's not me, you know, behind him while he's riding the bike, holding him from falling. That's just me adding a little spice to his shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, just ad-libbing and adding a little energy to the show. That's not me keeping him, you know, keeping him in bounds.
for sure. I'm just playing devil's advocate a little bit.
No, I'm
'cause
listening.
I'm a real rapper in the sense like we can go outside and rap right now. You know what I'm saying? So
We could rap
but
inside, too.
I
I
make
just
sure
think,
to say that every show. Yeah, he gets that one in every time.
well, that's the fun part of the real rapper talk to me. Is like
Yeah.
in its rawest form, rap is just rapping. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I just don't want to be a little too old guy-ish, not even old guy, but just too dismissive
Yeah.
of what might just be a new way of doing things. So we're never going to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's a little dismissive to be like, oh, that's not real rap or
That's
whatever
why I don't
wording
use
we
those.
use.
That's why I don't
The
use those
post do.
terms.
The conversation is using those terms.
I don't use those terms like that. You know,
The conversation is definitely using those terms.
I'm not gonna call nobody not real. for
Like that,
doing-
the one big long post that started is literally about you're not a real MC,
You're right.
and then it goes
You're
into
right.
this whole thing.
You're right.
And it says the reasons why and all that shit. You know what I mean?
I won't call nobody not real. Like,
Same.
that's just not what I do.
Yo. Oh, I forgot I could be like, oh, put me on that camera. Check it out, yo. I'll go rap outside right now. You see what I'm talking about? Because
Now go outside. We
can
the
do
camera
that
out
now.
there.
Y'all can look at that camera and be like, oh,
got the outside
put me
camera.
on that
Go, Ray.
camera. Boom, let's go. Oh,
There's a lot
We
of
don't.
he sent me outside.
there's a lot of
He
boxes.
said, go outside
you
and rap
gotta
right
check.
now, you fat.
I think there's a lot of boxes you got to check as far as being an MC, and like we covered the live performance part, but even in the song making and recording part, for me to fully really like fuck with you, I got to hear a motherfucker who can change speeds and cadences. I feel like double time is just a box you got to check. Not saying you got to live in it, not saying you got to do it a lot. You got to double time once or twice and let me know you got it in you.
I hate that shit.
But it's part of the game.
No, yeah.
It's part of the toolbox. Show me
Man,
you can do it real quick.
I'll rap to
you know what I'm
glass
saying?
breaking.
Biggie did it.
No, I'm with you.
Nas has done it.
I'm with you.
Motherfuckers who you know that ain't their thing.
But I say this then. So you know what they'll say today? You got to be able to get a little. You got to be able to play with your
Yep.
flow a little bit.
Cool, I
So-
do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it all does need to blend together.
Yeah, you got to be able to do all those things,
Yeah.
man. You got to be able to storytell.
That's a fact.
You know, all these are all elements that I think everyone's got to. To me, like I keep saying, it's a decathlon. You know, it may not be 10 events like the decathlon, but there's a lot of boxes you got to check, and you don't even have to be an expert at everything. Show me you're proficient in everything and an expert at some things, and you a dope motherfucker to me. You know what I mean?
For sure. I'm a little.
You
more
can't have no
ignorant.
one glaring ass weakness, dog. You know.
For sure. Well, that's the thing. Then that's the thing. A lot of rappers can't freestyle.
I bullied Gadima into double timing,
But
and
he's-
he's fucking nice.
He's nasty.
I bullied him to
He's
it.
nasty,
He
yeah.
never wanted to do that shit.
Kadima's nice as hell. But some rappers can't freestyle. What's that mean?
Same thing. That's one of the boxes to check.
Well, it's now if a rapper can't sing, what that mean?
Can't sing. That's going a little far. You said melodic. Like I feel like that's as far as we need to go. Yeah.
So Frank is probably more active than he be dropping every weekend. He be recording all the time. So what is your thoughts on a real MC, for lack of a better word?
Do your thing.
So
That's
I
my
think
thoughts.
that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of the time it's art. So
Everything with mine.
what do they say is a real painter? Obviously, I assume there's a lot of different types of paint and different like tracing or whatever. There's a million probably aspects to art.
Yeah.
I seen a motherfucking art piece that was nothing. It just was nothing. And it was like it took over like a space in like Vegas or something inside of an expensive hotel. It was sold for like $1 million or something. And it was nothing. And it just had a plaque that said what it was and shit. So I'm just saying art is mad subjective
I mean,
to say
there's
that. That's a
probably-
real thing. Y'all look that up. It's crazy.
There's
So,
unspoken standards
art
to
is
everything.
incredibly subjective is what I'm saying. So is that person who did that a real artist? Because they sold that piece of air, I guess. They sold it for a bunch of money. But you think Picasso would be like, that guy with that idea is a real artist? He'd be like, no. But that guy'd be like, I made this much money.
That's
so
every facet of everything.
mad subjective. That's what I'm saying is.
But
is,
in everything you want to talk about, there's gonna be like OGs who look at people who do things differently than them and are like,
But not everything is subjective in the sense of like some things have numbers. Sports, there's certain things like IQ or whatever. There's certain things that are not subjective. So I'm just saying art is. So like that's what I think he's saying is like just
But I don't
make
think
your art.
singing is.
Just make your art. No,
people
but I'm
can
saying
I just think
Some people
anything human, we're gonna have this conversation.
singing was a joke, man. It was a joke.
Like if I see a motherfucker
It's still a
making,
rap.
if I see a motherfucker using
Rappers don't need to sing.
using jarred spaghetti sauce, I'm looking down on that. Like you're not really cooking. You know, you didn't start
I
with
feel you.
no olive oil and no tomato paste and chopping no onions and no peppers and a little bit of wine and tomatoes and bring this shit together. Like you play cooking, you're not cooking. But that's anything, like, you know.
And
So you
some
making some
artists
chili. You ain't
and some
making no
artists
chili. You put
are
some
gonna be like,
cans
yeah,
in a band
just
room.
throw paint all over the wall. That's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
And there's some OGs looking at them like that
But-
weak ass shit.
There
There's
is.
some young ones looking at them like that.
But there's also some motherfuckers looking at him like, yeah, you innovating, you pushing it forward, you taking it to the next place. Because we can't stay in the same place forever. So at some point, shit got to evolve. Everything got to evolve. Why is rapping any different?
But there's a thin line
Devolution.
between evolve and devolve.
That's
I agree.
exactly what
And I don't know where, you know.
That's a fact. I'm just creating I'm a real rapper. Y'all want to rap right now?
Yo, like,
I'll rap right fucking now. I'm parched as shit, son, and I'll spit 1,900 bars right now. I love to rap. So isn't that part of being a real rapper? You gotta love to do that shit.
I think
yeah, I'll do
football
it
is
right
devolving.
now.
We're watching football devolve right now.
Because UFC is so much better. Mixed martial arts, baby.
I've never
Combat
had a problem
sports, son.
having room in my heart for both, and you start this shit every time.
Yeah. I'm telling you, John Jones will fuck Tom Brady up, son.
Obviously. I bet, if you get John Jones singled up in coverage on a back out of the backfield, Brady's throwing that bitch right over his neck.
Man, shout out to the legends, man, for sure. Yeah. But, you know, combat sports is lit.
Hell yeah.
Shout out. Anyway, back to the rappers. Rappers be rapping.
Some don't.
All right, look, man, this is what I told you.
We got people in our city that got legend status and never put out anything. Have never put out a thing.
Keep going.
I'm just saying.
Look at that camera right there. Keep going.
I want anyone who's listening, tell me what the lowest requisite amount of published content should be for a motherfucker to have legend status. If you don't have one album, one mixtape, nothing, I need to know how you're a legend.
I don't know.
Nothing?
Well, who?
Nothing.
There's no legends that have nothing, except there's only one.
20 plus years of rap.
There's only one.
No recorded nothing. And we giving motherfuckers legend
There's
status.
only one of those. There's literally only one
That's
of those.
wild to me, bro. You have not put together a work of art to present to people and say, this is me, this is my art, this is what I do. 25 years, nothing? Legend? Fuck out of here, man. I ain't even saying you gotta be the greatest.
I was waiting on something.
There's gotta be
he's cooking.
There's gotta be a floor to this shit where you at least gotta have a certain
Talk to the people.
amount. I'm
intimidating me right now. Why are you looking at me? I'm like, damn, what I do?
I just don't like staring in the
I'm
camera.
not legendary.
Like,
I'm fat.
I just want to know. I want someone,
talk to him, ask
someone
him.
to tell me.
I'm just gonna go out there. I was gonna go zoom in. So talk to the people. Tell them.
I'm done.
Say legends are not legendary. Say it. Because I'll tell you this. This is what I'll tell you.
Legend got to have a body of work.
When I was talking about battle rap yesterday, I literally said, oh, you know, first battle you could ever find in Iowa, it's my shit. Battle rap legend for sure, because I did legendary shit.
Yeah.
But the new legends, right? They're going to tell y'all about all the legendary shit they did too for y'all to call them legends, right? I mean, no big deal. But if it's crickets, and they can't tell you about any of the shit they did that made them legendary, what is we talking about?
Right.
So it's the same exact thing.
You got to at least participate in the sport.
If you have your credentials, put them on the table.
Yeah.
See your paperwork.
That's all I'm saying, man.
I mean,
whatever you do, if you have credentials, put them on the fucking table. Man.
I have 11 full-length projects. I've been in Scratch Magazine.
You're a legend, man.
I've been in Vibe.
Listen.
I've done real shit.
Let me get some boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm talking
Get busy.
I'm not even no ego-having type of nigga, but don't put nobody in my class that has no work to show. That's been doing it as long or longer than me. They're not sitting at my table. That's all.
That's not all. You said that's all a few times. And
I'm
keep
done.
Cooking.
I swear I'm done.
No, you're not, because those legends, what's wrong with them?
I don't know.
I don't disagree. But that's in anything.
We loose with that word.
You gotta,
That word legend, we loose with that word.
What's wrong with that, though?
What do you mean, what's wrong with it?
You know, we're just bigging people up.
We devaluing the word.
That's true.
That's like when we call all these athletes a generational project. That's supposed to prospect. That's supposed to mean that one of you comes along every generation. That's who that word is reserved for. And we just throw that motherfucker on everybody that's good. I'm tired of it. I swear I'm done.
You don't think Zach Wilson was a generational talent?
See? That's what I'm talking about, bro. It just be anybody.
I can't believe
anybody
it.
that's kind of nice.
I'm a Jets fan.
Generational.
To the blood. I tell you what. No, let's get 4 games in and then let's talk again.
Oh, not generational no more.
Yeah,
huh?
what happened? And then everybody's like, "Oh my God, you got Aaron Rodgers. You guys are gonna do so good this year. You're gonna do so good." And then he went 1 game, 3 plays.
Man's triggered.
That word prior, because I knew open mouth, insert foot. You know what I mean? I knew it. And then he put his own foot in his own mouth. I didn't even have to do it.
Aaron Rodgers was actually generational, though.
He was.
Before he got old.
Before he got to the Jets.
That's a good use of that word.
Definitely.
Generational.
Definitely a dog.
Fucking broke my heart. He's doing good this year, though.
I'm done ranting. If a hit dog want to holler, then get to squealing. Get to yelping.
I'm just so fucking nosy. I'm over here like, who the fuck is it?
I know.
I hate that
I know.
shit.
We all know. I mean, we don't.
To
all
be
know
honest,
who
it ain't one person.
I mean, it is one person.
It ain't one person.
It's mostly
bro.
one person.
It's
even a lot. There's other people who put out something. I'm pretty sure something.
I don't know, man.
They put out something. They put out videos.
Videos.
I saw the
videos are
videos.
cool. Videos are cool, but that's not a.
There was some projects.
That's
somewhere,
not a
right?
cohesive work of art.
All right, so
Videos
So
are
now you're
important.
talking about two people,
Videos are important.
two specific people, though. I know you're talking about two specific people right now.
With them.
No, I'm just saying. I'm joking, obviously, but you can think
That's
about
what
who.
I'm
You can think about. You can think about who doesn't put out a ton of work.
May have hit
You
dog
can think
Yelp.
about that.
I'm a nosy
So-
owl, bro.
To me, on a grander scale, there are like big rappers. It's the same thing. They only have one album. How are you comparing them to rappers that have 10 albums? You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you want to compare someone who's only been around long enough to have one album, like if someone's fresh in the game and their album's really impressive and you want to start the dialogue, fine. But they still got to put out more work to catch up. Now, if a motherfucker been in the game as long as, say, like Nas and got one album and you're comparing them to Nas, that's crazy to me. Like, you've had time to
that's
put
30
work
years.
out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think Amy Winehouse is one of the greatest artists ever, but she put out 2 albums in a reasonable amount of time and then she died. So you can secure her status. That's fine. That's all the time she had. She was efficient during her time. But if you're just chilling, not putting nothing out, like, you know,
I'm
she was
with
in
you.
the public eye like 4 years.
I'm
She
with
made
you.
2 perfect albums. Her spot solidified to me. That's all the time she had. But if you just fucking off for years and years and not putting nothing out,
I'm with you.
And we just talking about your potential forever, like, I don't want to hear that
You gotta
shit.
have the results.
Yeah, you gotta have something.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck are you talking about?
But you know what? What you said though about a motherfucker like say just having videos or whatever, that's a product of this new era that we're in, where
Listen,
anyone can
God
become
damn it.
anyone can become an artist.
I don't
Look,
have an
I'ma
inbox.
tell you.
There's no process. There's no climb.
So tell
You
me.
just start publishing videos,
Yeah.
and that's a different time. And that's probably an effective thing to do. So you can't blame them.
No, it is.
But we're
is.
losing the cohesive album project and all the skills that come with it. And you're getting unseasoned MCs getting skyrocketed right to the front. And you got motherfuckers performing at Grammys who don't know how to perform because they never had to go through that vetting process and that climb. You know, someone used to have to say you're nice for someone to ever put a camera on you.
That's a fact.
There
But
was no
There was way less
one-stop
cameras
shop.
around.
Yeah,
There was
you had to earn
different times.
getting
So I'm saying,
recorded.
man, I feel like I gotta defend the young boys, man. Different time though.
Nobody used to let you in the studio if you didn't prove that you were nice. Now you just make your own studio.
Just so we're clear, when I first got to Iowa, there's a dude who I did not let into Explicit Studio until he battled me. So shout out to him because he lost.
I'm fine with those kind of vetting.
No,
things.
it was lit. That's
I'm
what I'm
fine
saying.
with
I'm
those.
with you. But
I'm
in real
fine with
life,
it.
I'm letting people know I
Yeah.
did that in real life because I really rap. So
Yep.
that was a good time, though, man. And X probably still has that footage, man. We got busy in there. I freestyled a lot of that shit. I fucked him up. But yeah, man, he couldn't come in if he didn't battle. You're right. So I'm with you. So now what? Now nobody likes us because we're mean to all the rappers.
That's all the gas I had. I swear.
Yeah, you
Shit
cooked
just-
it, you
A
cooked
lot of
it.
these things.
Everyone-
I've been hogging up the mic. I'm sorry.
She knows who. It's that. See?
Yeah, she
Motherfuckers
knows.
gonna be like, and people going. And now everybody's gonna think you're talking about them. Hopefully, it makes y'all go put out a bunch of work.
They diss me or something if it's on your nerves like that. Diss me.
Like a rapper, you mean? You looking for a reason, ain't you?
May a hit dog holler.
When was the last time you made a diss track? When's the last time you made a diss track?
Me?
Yeah. I love making diss
It's
tracks.
been
I
a
ain't gonna
minute.
lie.
I ain't dissed nobody in a minute.
I love making diss
It's
tracks.
been some
They're
years.
pretty fun.
They are. But I'm a
man.
battle rapper, so.
Hey, there's another element of being an MC that's for you gotta be able to defend your motherfucking turf.
Yeah. So look,
There's
hey.
another element.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
better be strong when it comes to the back and forth with the disses. That's
All-
another element.
All you real MCs, if you ever want to get busy, just let me know. My bad. Anyways, I'm just sitting here, heavy set, smelling food.
Yeah, I'm fasting in that shit over there.
Nah, it
wafting
smells
over
great.
there.
And it's right here,
Yeah.
so that's cool. It should have its own mic.
Camera time.
Shout out to Chucks.
Yo.
You
Oh,
gonna
you can
make
see
me-
the food right here. See?
You're gonna make me try
Look
Chuck.
at see, we switched cameras on y'all because
Fire, too.
we figuring some shit out. But the food is on the other mic over here, man, and it smells great.
I'm going soon.
Go ahead and say something, food.
Well, there you go, perfect. But yeah, so I'm just over here smelling that, listening to Tripp Snap, on rappers that he doesn't like?
I'm just passionate about this shit.
Well, listen, this
I
is
feel
what,
like it's losing its way.
but this is what we're
hurts
supposed
my
to do.
feelings.
Because you have this. So this is what I'm gonna tell you about Tripp. Tripp has a scorecard that he uses for rappers. So you just need to put that together in some sort of form so that we can see it.
I know.
And let's start grading these rappers on this scoreboard that you have.
Yeah.
So, because I'm curious to see, because I think you said some of my favorite rappers are the worst rappers to ever live.
Damn.
So I'm curious to see where they score on the scoreboard. That's probably not true. It's kind of true, probably.
Now that scoring thing,
He does not like anybody.
that part right there, I know what you're talking about. How I say that I just see things like almost a pinball machine
and
racking up points.
Probably a lot of different variables too.
But that only applies to in song lyricism. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you gotta ride
there's
the beat.
There's still more things that, like we've been talking about all night, that go into being a dope MC. You know what I mean?
Well, let's just we should put together some sort of criteria.
I did it once. I
And we
lost
should
it.
start
I
grading.
wrote it all the way the fuck out, like pages and pages.
That was a
But
lot
I
of
will
work.
do it again.
That was a lot of work.
I'll do it again.
So I just think that could be interesting because then we could really start to have some sort of, it's made up data, but we would have some kind of data of such and such is a 78 and such is a 94 and why.
I really had it broken down to a 10 criteria system with 10 points each, and you would get a score, 1 to 100. I know 10 is an arbitrary number that we overuse, but that's
What?
That's how I did
Instead
it.
of getting rappers and their feelings, we do a head-to-head. You
What
get
do
to
you mean?
pick 5 MCs, any MC of all time.
Okay.
I pick 5 MCs, and we go head-to-head. And whoever has the highest score at the end wins.
That would be fun. I'm going to do the fucking, I'm going to write the criteria out.
And then nobody is going to catch a feel because, you know what I mean?
Well,
It's
I have people get talked about on this motherfucker, so,
well, yeah.
you know.
I'm going to write this criteria out again. And I might be able to find it if I search my old emails, but I know I fucking...
You pick Silk
I know I wrote this shit
Shocker.
out.
You got
No,
what I mean?
you know
You're
what?
going to
No,
lose. That team's
fine.
going to lose.
No. You know what
That
we should
team's
do?
going to lose.
I like where you're going.
Oh, yeah, because you
we
love
should-
No Limit.
We should bring the criteria in, and we should pick one MC,
Like Fiend?
and we will just discuss what we think. All right, storytelling. What do you think he is? I think he's an 8. Oh, I think he's. Well, what about this song? Well, what about this song?
Yeah,
like
that would be-
I think
that's
that'd be
cool.
dope to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why we just got to make some sort of criteria.
I got it.
No, that'd be cool.
I will
That'd be
dig
cool
it
for
up,
sure.
or I'll rewrite
And
it.
make a unique system. There is a rap scorecard out there, or a rap report card. Some you know what I'm talking about. Fat got shot at no jumper guy. You know what I'm saying? So fuck him. But he does a rap report card. I'm pretty sure. But he's also heavier than me. So and he breathes funny. So
Oh, I need brief.
he do breathe funny though. He like squeals a little bit. And shit. You know what I mean?
I don't, but I
Like
I'll take
you
your
know
word for
like if you hold a balloon like this. You go.
Hey,
Hey man, shout out to whatever the fat dude's name is.
you got me
Mustard.
to another rap gripe now.
What's up?
Stop using that program that takes all the breaths out of your shit when you record. I like those there.
Look, man.
There's a one button.
You
there's a
you
one
want
button
these
feature.
motherfuckers to put their shit out on 8 tracks or what?
Bro, I'm saying, why
Like,
do you
what
want to
is-
take?
what is happening?
Why do you want to take the breaths away?
breaths
Listening to
gotta
Biggie,
go.
listening to Pun, control
Why
their
you naming
breath.
all the fat rappers
hearing
while
them.
you look at me like that, bro?
Method Man. Every
What is
time,
this,
every
man?
time Method Man in between words, that's part of the verse to me. That's dope.
Bro.
I like hearing that shit. I know you really in there cooking. You can hear
fucking-
DMX slobbering all over the mic in there.
You fucking
all the
hate
sucking
the
up
new
the
rap.
like. That's part of your verse.
Bro, he's
Yeah, that was mad homo.
no.
That's fine.
Get busy. I got you. I hear you.
I just roll right over it.
Get
yeah.
in there and become one
That's
with the
fine.
mic, son.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's such a robbery, man. Let me hear what you
I
hear
think
you
you
laboring through
being-
that shit in there. Let me hear you getting through it. Are you spitting? Or you know what I mean? Is it you?
Yo, Tripp dropping
Or
his
is
next
it a
video on
fucking
X
AI?
videos.
Is it you or is it AI spitting? Let me hear you really get through that shit.
Let's tell him why you really mad. Now you done brought up AI, bro. You done.
God
Man.
damn. Don't take the human element away from rap.
Hey, Tripp Shelton. let me
We're
ask you-
humans rapping.
Hey, Tripp Shelton. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Can you tell me your thoughts on the state of rap currently?
It's pretty ass.
Yeah, I thought that's kind of what you were saying.
Cheeks, cakes,
God
buns,
damn,
booty,
son. That's funny as
posterior.
fuck.
It's Shakira,
I
baby.
don't, yo, Frank,
Pretty ass.
there's some shit I fuck with that's probably somewhat newer. I'm sure there's some shit you fuck with too, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause he don't fuck with nothing past 1999.
So here you go. It's
And,
more like
and Fiend.
it's more like 2010.
No, but
So
like
you ain't
I
fuck
used
with
to think
Mo3 at all?
Mo3's fire, son.
I don't even know what that
So that's
is.
what I'm saying.
See, he a dog.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. There's some like I thought I was bad, but these guys even less. You know what I'm saying? So there are some. So I wanted to shout out some shit. I fuck with Mo3 heavy. Fire.
R.I.P.
Don't know who.
Griselda maybe a little bit.
I'm aware, and those
Like Benny the
dudes,
Butcher and shit.
those dudes can rap, but it's not nothing that I ever like intentionally put on.
You like Rod or Rugged Man?
I don't. Man, my one homie in New York
Apathy?
loves
You
him,
fuck with
and I
Apathy?
don't know nothing about Rugged Man.
Got you.
I don't know nothing about it.
Got you. Yeah, for sure.
There was a motherfucker he really liked named Thurston Howell too. I remember that.
I feel like I've heard that.
Not
name
my
before.
bag.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Not my bag.
Got you. Good times, man. Shout out to the state of rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that off your chest. I am. So, look, I hope that a lot of y'all rappers come back. I know you probably feel like we hate you, and I don't hate you. I understand that shit has to evolve. So I think, I think rap is beautiful.
I'm a leather helmet rapper, if that makes sense.
Like old football helmets?
Yeah, like that's
Man,
how
what the
I
fuck,
feel about
man?
rap. Like bring back the leather helmets, get rid of some of these
And the
penalties.
shorter lifespans and shit like
Yeah,
that?
I want
Got you.
full CTE rap.
You don't think that's what we have right now?
Full
I will
CTE.
play you full CTE rap right now.
Not results
Hold
of
on.
CTE.
Yo,
I'm
there's
talking
that
about
one, yo, you remember the one
causing
freestyle that went
CTE?
viral when dude was just making the noises and shit? And man, I'll play you some CTE rap right now. See, now you done came full circle. That's all we hear is rap that's sound like they hit their head a few too many times.
One bar
With some
face mask
auto-tune.
rap. That's where I'm at. Single bar face mask rap. That's how I feel about it.
I'm just saying, man. Nah, there's some.
No guardian cap, no extra safety, nothing.
As we go through this show, because we'll wrap up here shortly. As we go through this show, though, this is something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you listen to some shit. I'm gonna try to find some shit. Whether it's, did you even listen to Nipsey?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's some shit out there that I want to get on your scorecard. Is what I'm saying. Because I think there's some shit that maybe you would be like, oh, I might have missed.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
Who is the
and,
newest
and I will
artist
say
that
this,
you-
and I want to say this
Alright.
too. It doesn't have to be. I don't know Nipsey's whole catalog.
Yeah.
But like some artists have some fire shit. So you don't. It's not like being familiar with everything about them. But there's some
No.
new artists that have some fire shit, for sure. That's
No.
what I'm saying. Like,
To answer your question, I don't know who would be considered newest, but I fuck with Don Tripp a lot. Dickie impressed me, even though he seemed like he don't want to rap no more.
yeah, he's done.
That's one of the newest people I
He
fuck
got that.
with.
He got that Hollywood money, and he said, okay.
Right. Now let me clarify.
And he's definitely a writer on shit. I guarantee.
I understand there are dope rappers out there. What I'm saying is I don't want to wade through all the bullshit to find them. When they hit
No,
my
that's
ear,
why I'm gonna find some
when
shit.
they hit my ear, I recognize it. I'm not just a hater. It's like I'm not going to look for them. When they come to me, when I come across their shit and I like them, I give credit. Like, I'm not a hater. I'm not against everything new. There's just so much more bullshit. I'm not going out in the wilderness to find the good shit. When it hits my ear, I respect it. I like it. I play it, I'll dig into that artist. I'll play more of their shit, but I'm not going out there hunting that shit down. It's too hard, man. Needle in a haystack. But I'm not a hater.
For sure. Did you?
I'm a hater, but not
Let me-
on this.
Did you listen to Did you listen to DMX's last few songs?
Yeah.
You did.
And I got there's something I said. I remember I typed this out when it happened. DMX, his timing was off. He lost his fastball. But I think it was the perfect way to conclude and illustrate the career of a man who lived very, very hard and is very, very weathered. And he sounded like he was ran down to his last ounce of gas. And it made sense for him to go out like that.
Rest in peace.
It was imperfect in a way that made sense along with the life that he lived.
Not gonna get me talking crazy.
No,
Because it's funny. Those songs like. If we played them now, I would laugh. That's why we can't even play them.
no, you know what I compared it to?
I'm like, damn.
You know,
he say, yeah.
I'm comic book nerd.
shit's terrible, bro. It's a song with
We ain't
Rakim,
gonna
son.
do X like that.
Bro, it's a song
but
with
listen.
Rakim, son. Oh God.
Listen, man. You know I'm comic book nerd.
Yeah, me too.
There's old
I just
King.
lied to you. I like the movies though.
There's old King Thor who's got an arm missing, and or at some point he had a mechanical arm and he's got a missing eye and an eye patch, and he's old and he's losing his powers and shit, but he's still Thor. Like, that was old King X. Like, he ain't as sharp as he used to be, but it was still X, and now he got the rest.
No, for sure.
And it was perfect to me.
Rest in peace to X, man. One of the best to ever do it.
You could definitely hear his gear slipping. Like, definitely. He was not on his A game.
Yo,
and that's fine.
It's like anything else, though, man. It's like your jumper. It's like anything. You got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you can always probably do it, but, like, if you want to be sharp, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, whatever that looks like. That's what I be telling the homies, like, just rap. Like, sometimes I'll just rap some shit. Like, you just got to have a couple verses, because really it's just about keeping your timing. It's about, so you actively record all the time. So it keeps it going. And honestly, battle rap helped with that, too. But you just gotta be keeping your sword sharp. Is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying. You can't just assume you can not rap for a while and then just jump into some shit.
Oh,
and
you
just get
absolutely
busy.
can.
You got your timing's gonna be off. It's no different than like fighting or something.
It's everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Ring rust is real.
I've said many times, like, I don't keep my live rap sword sharp. I did when I was active rapper, like when I was out here doing it. I don't fuck with that no more. Now, will I be able to get in shape in 2 weeks like anything else? Yeah, absolutely. But that's just not. That's not a gun I carry with me all the time.
I promise y'all, one of these episodes we gonna rap.
We will.
We gonna get busy,
And that'll be fine.
or we just gonna drop some cipher type shit. Some edited type fire ass rapping, cause these motherfuckers get busy. I can rap a little bit. I like rapping with all motherfuckers that get busy though, so. It's like a fight, and how fighting is better than other sports like football. That's how I feel about rapping. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fight.
Every week with this shit. I like them both, Ray. I like both sports.
Did he say he can't hear us?
He says can. I don't know if he meant to say can't.
Somebody would have told us, right?
Yeah. No, Mila been listening the whole time, commenting on everything. So we got to be clear and audible. Yeah,
we good.
Oh yeah, we good.
Yo, shout out to Julie, man. What's cracking?
What up? What up?
Shout out to Julie, man. Yo, we've been having a lot of rapper talk on here. So, battery died on the other angle, but that's cool because y'all peeped at the beginning. We hit y'all with multiple angles. We threw the little logo on there. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. Bedder-Meda taking the eye out of media. UnEmplortant. We about to get out of here, but Julie, shout out to you, man. We was talking about a bunch of rap shit, real MCs and regular MCs. I don't even know so I guess the opposite is fake MCs by definition.
I guess. I
would say lazy. I'm trying to be insultive when I say that, but
what up?
Hurt my feelings.
What up, Bartle?
a little lazy.
Oh, yo, what's good, son?
What up?
What's up with you, man? We just talking about rapping, because some motherfuckers take it more serious than others.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like Tripp is the guy who sits outside on his porch with the kicking the kids off the lawn and shit. Take your rapping somewhere else.
Yeah.
Motherfucker fell outside and he bleeding out his knee and shit. Get that shit out of here. Take that shit somewhere else.
I'm very old curmudgeon. Man.
That was a good word.
I used it in a song lately because that's how I feel.
Because you a rapping ass motherfucker, man. Man, this is the bullshit. This is the bullshit.
I don't think
This is shit. This is what great motherfuckers do, man. They make other motherfuckers feel like shit. I watched all that Jordan shit, and they'd be like, oh, I remember Muggsy Bogues said, yo, Jordan came into our locker room, and blew cigar smoke in my face. And basically, I don't remember what he said. He said, I ain't shit.
Yeah.
And he I never recovered from that shit.
Yeah.
You got some young motherfuckers right now that was like, oh, Tripp is nice. And now they just be like, man, he hates me because he don't think my music is good.
I don't hate nobody, man.
I'm just saying, how can somebody be like, oh, they gotta, that's why we're going to give y'all the scorecard. So we're going to show y'all how y'all could become better rappers. And then we're going to sell it to y'all for $19.99.
And if you subscribe, you can get it for $17.99.
Big facts. Check it out. That's what we're doing, man. As a matter of fact, comment your social security number and your email right now. You know what I'm saying? So that we could start sending y'all shit. Yo, man, I'm glad y'all came. Frank stayed the whole time, man.
I know.
This was fun. I know he was thinking about his
That
food
man,
and
that
shit.
man let
Wait,
good food
dang,
get
I'm over
cold
here.
on our account. That's
I was
love
smelling
right
that
there.
shit the whole time, man.
You know.
Nah, man, couldn't do it without you, man. Glad you're here. UnEmplortant. This guy right here. Who are you?
I'm Big Tripp, Little Tripp, Young Tripp, some kind of
Tripp Shelton, motherfucker. Motherfuckers.
Depending on where you know me
But
from.
mad white, son.
You motherfuckers.
And who are you?
I'm the motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I'm just the bored dad.
Some of my bitch.
Got it. And I'm the future, the heavy set one. Bedder-Meda, DewBedder. Taking the eye out of media, all that shit. Just happy to be here. We'll keep, this is episode 4016. So we'll keep giving y'all shit. Gonna be merch coming. Whole bunch of cool shit. Sorry if I offended y'all. I just lied to you, so at least I'm honest.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I hope y'all come back so I can do it again. Yeah.
Why should we be in such desperate haste to succeed?